It descended from the darkness in a world where the goddess's authority had already tarnished.
And thus from the abyss shall a new vitality stir.
Such is the holy promise.
That is the covenant.
Such is the savior of the night. It is the name of all miracles and power. Executors, disciples of Nidrasil, welcome your new salvation.
The dark priest that brings the dead back to life? I'm not sure. Haven't heard much about this miracle chapel. What I do know, if there's someone taking advantage of the weak and the sick, I won't ever forgive them.
The end of this road. Do not fear. The light shall guide you there.
A most persistent ill fate. Will you flee once more? How disappointing.
As long as I willingly protect this world, the eternal night can never prevail. O moonlight that shatters despair, shine bright.
I am an executor of the Black Grail. I am the breaker of false vows, the spear that pierces the hearts of heathens. Ah, Claire, why did you not save me? Blasphemers, you shall be sent to where you belong.
As it should be. The end has come.
안녕하세요, 효짱입니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 광준입니다.
제가 진짜 오랜만에 나오는 거 아니에요?
아, 그렇죠. 저도
네.
효장 되게 오랜만에 보는 것 같아요.
그쵸? 왜냐면 에픽세븐이 나를 버렸거든. 하지만 저는 짝사랑하는 마음으로 계속해서 꾸준히 하고는 있었어요.
아, 그렇죠. 왠지 친구 목록에 계속 게임 중이라고 나오긴 하더라고요.
제가 이 서브 스토리나 이런 스토리가 계속 업데이트 되잖아요. 그런 스토리는 꾸준히 하고 있었는데 월드 아레나는 그 영웅들이 너무 많잖아요. 방대하다 보니까 그렇게 너무 선택지가 많으면 어렵거든요. 뭘 골라야 될까? 이게 굉장히 어려워서 선택이가 조금 꺼려졌어요.
아.
하지만 월드 아레나만 조금 안 했을 뿐이지.
아, 월드 아레나만 좀 안 했다?
스토리는 꾸준히 하고 있었답니다.
그럼 이제 오늘 월드 아레나를 제가 이제 도와드리려고 나왔는데
네.
에픽세븐에서 월드 아레나가 좀 두려웠던 유저들을 위한 새로운 기능이 추가가 됐어요. 뱀픽 어시스턴트 기능이 새로 또 나왔다고 해서 오늘 효장에게도 또 소개를 하고 계승자분들에게 또 소개를 하는 시간 가져보려고 합니다.
오케이. 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다.
실력 좀 볼까? 전 아직 휴가라고요.
프리벤.
요즘
네.
초보자분들이 게임하기 편하려면 펄화나 보검의 군주 이세리아 같은 반격 캐릭 위주로 하는 게 좋아요. 그래서 반격 기믹을 저지하는 이제 모르트 닫고 그리고 헤카테를 다는 이유는 천칭의 주인이라는 캐릭터 고르면 어지간한 敵들은 다 면역이 돼요. 자, 추천 영웅 이렇게 벌써
이렇게
나오죠.
뜨네요?
실제로 첫 번째로 이제 많이 고르는 픽들이 나와
있나요?
그렇죠.
저는 유라가 땡기긴 하는데.
보건교사 유라가 나쁘지 않은 이유가 뭐냐면
네.
상대방이 어떤 픽이 나와도 적당히 대응이 돼요.
일단 첫 번째 추천은 꽤나 잘 나왔다.
네, 첫 번째 추천은 꽤나 1픽에는 고를 법한 캐릭터들만 나왔다.
떴다.
자, 그럼 아까 이제 우리가 헤카테를 닫았었잖아요.
네.
그 친구가 이제 부활을 막는단 말이에요. 부활을 막는데 지금 보건교사 유라도 초이나 때문에 부활이 가능하고 그리고 루엘도 이제 부활하는데 좀 표독한 친구거든요.
그럼 루엘로.
루엘로
그럼 되게 의미 있게 추천이 뜨는 거네요?
그쵸. 지금 이제 AI가 되게 똑똑한 게 딜러를 서포팅 해줄 수 있는 캐릭터가 2개가 나왔으니까 이 뱅가드에는 딜러를 넣어서 게임을 해라 라고 하는 거거든요.
프리랜.
오케이, 좋습니다.
어때요?
프리랜
괜찮아요?
좋아요. 네네.
프리랜 굉장히 좋아합니다.
요즘 딜러로서 밸류가 좋은 캐릭터들이 몇 개 있는데 그중 하나가 프리랜입니다.
그래서 계속 추천을 뜨는
네네.
거구나. 어때요, 이번 추천?
상대 쾌속에게 세크레트 나왔고 그리고 상대방이 지금 디버프 케어가 안 되는 조합이에요. 호반의 마녀 테네브리아로 디버프 걸어서
네.
보검의 군주 이세리아를 막아내고 편하게 해라. 혹은 이제 방간자 화형으로 얘는 디버프가 안 걸리니까 얘로 정리를 해봐라.
이유가 있네요?
네네.
좋아요. 그러면
AI가 이렇게 2개 추천을 해줬으니까
이제 저희가 추천에 뜨는 것만으로 픽한 거거든요. 어때요, 조합이?
이 정도면은 저도 완성도가 높다고 봅니다.
뭐야, 밴도 추천에 떠요, 이게?
리나크 밴도 이유가 있어요. 이제 결국에 프리랜을 너가 지키지 못할 것 같으니까 리나크 밴도
얘를
해라.
밴해라?
네, 그렇죠.
똑똑하다. 와, 나 근데 밴픽만 저 한 세월 걸렸거든요. 이거 어떻게 해야 되냐. 이것 때문에 너무 두려웠는데 훨씬 수월하다.
그쵸? 이제 좀 합리적으로 바뀌었어요. 자, 그럼 이 친구로 3스킬로 초이나를 써서 이제 프리랜 내려주면 되겠죠. 3스킬 쏘시고, 어우.
우와. 나 최근 잘 돌아가네.
아직은 모르겠네.
아무런 직단?
무슨 일 벌어질지 모른다, 에픽세븐. 네, 여기서 3스킬 맞으면 프리랜 체력이 많이 없으니까 신이기증 자체, 방간자 화형이 발로 찰 거고 이렇게 되면 이제 거의 반쯤 잡았기 때문에
이기겠다.
도발도 남아있고 화형이 확실히 괜찮은 픽이어서
제가 골랐어요.
네, 좋습니다. 확실히 AI가 이러면 이제 시구르 사이스 아티팩트 효과 때문에
네.
체력이 회복이 돼요. 이제 이러면 DNA 혼자서는 화형을 잡을 만한 화력이 안 나와요.
그러면 거의 끝났네요.
이렇게 되는 거예요.
와, 월드 아레나에서 내가 이겼어. 잊지 마요.
평소에 승률이 어떻게 나왔길래?
아니, 나한테는 되게 유의미한
유의미한
거예요.
승리였다.
내가 뱀픽해서 내가 이겼어요.
이 뱀픽 어시스턴트 기능이
네.
이제 굉장히 유용하다는 걸.
그럼요.
네, 좋습니다.
내가 뱀픽 때문에 어려워했다고 했잖아요.
그렇죠.
굉장히 수월해서.
굉장히 수월해졌다.
자신감이 좀 붙었다. 저는 여기에 되게 의의를 두거든요.
오케이, 좋습니다.
네, 이제 가볼게요. 자, 추천 뭘로 갈까요?
프리랜만 안 고르면 돼요.
나 아까 배웠잖아요. 율하를 선택하면 괜찮다.
그렇죠. 딜러 1픽을 비추천하는 이유가 뭐냐면
네.
딜러가 1픽으로 나왔을 때 그 딜러가 카운터를 당해서 잡혀버리면 덱이 다 망가져요.
또 하나 배웠습니다. 첫 번째 픽은 보건교사 율하. 자, 리나크랑 하르세티랑 라스가 나왔습니다.
어떤 거 하고 싶으세요?
저한테 자아를 주시는 거예요?
근데 너무 의존하는 건 또 좋지 않다.
맞아요. 우리가 이렇게 하는 맛도 있어야 되니까.
그렇죠, 그렇죠. 그러면은 우리는 이번에는 제가 아까도 말씀드렸던 것처럼
루엘?
네, 요즘은 서포터를 좀 배치를 해주고 한번 눌러보죠. 이렇게 하면 AI가 어떻게 추천해줄지. 자, 이렇게 추천해줬죠.
오, 네.
이게 왜 이렇게 뜨냐면
네.
쾌속의 기수 세크레트가 나왔으니까 기원에라스랑 방간자 화형은 디버프에 안 걸리거든요. 그래서 좀 편하게 게임 하셔라 라고 이렇게 추천을 해주는 거예요. 근데 프리랜 좋아하시니까 프리랜.
네, 프리랜 가겠습니다. 굉장히 또 의미 있게 추천이 나오긴 했어요.
이게 이유가 있긴 해요. 상대방 픽을 보고 하는 것 같긴 한데 저는 그 포인트를 좀 보고 싶긴 하거든요. 디버퍼라는 캐릭터를 이제 추천을 해줄까. 이게 능동적으로 게임을 해야 되거든요.
그쵸.
기원에라스나 방간자 화형은 어쩌면 약간 좀 수동적인 느낌이 강하기 때문에 지금은 맞아주고 간다 이런 느낌보다는 나도 먼저 때릴 수 있다라는 걸 좀 보여줬으면 해서 자, 라스트 라이더 크라우까지.
네.
근데 디버퍼를 추천을 해주고 있긴 해요. 지금 2개나 쾌속의 기수 세크레트랑 거의 비슷한 밸류를 가진 디버퍼거든요. 이런 면에서는 굉장히 긍정적이에요.
그럼 이해를 하고 또 이번에는 라스랑 리나크랑 화영이 떴어요.
저는 화영이 제일 괜찮아 보이긴 해요. 이게 왜 그러냐면 보검의 군주 이세리아나 라스트라이더 크라우 같은 캐릭터들이 많이 배치가 돼 있으면 기원에라스도 힘쓰기가 살짝 어려워요. 네. 미나크 다다라 이거예요. 잠깐만요.
어때요? 이번 밴도 따라갈까요? 자아를
근데
섞을까요?
저는
네.
리나크 닫는 거 좀 아닌 것 같아서
그럼 누구 닫을까요?
그래서 궁금하긴 하네요. 추천대로.
자, 그러면 자 하나 정도 섞었어요.
네, 하나 정도. 상대방은 방간자 화형을 밴을 해줬습니다.
네.
좋아하는 캐릭터인?
프리랜.
자, 3스킬 하시면은 지금 수면 상태가 되시기 때문에
네.
세크레트도 한 번에 잡을 수 있고요. 역속성이어서.
오, 좋아요. 저 확실히 느꼈어요.
어떤 걸 느끼실까요?
재밌다.
재밌다.
오.
행동기지 내려오고 초이나 때문에 턴을 바로 한 번 더 잡을 수 있거든요.
네. 근데 저는 이번 판 느낌이 굉장히 좋아요.
어떤 것 때문이죠?
자아를 처음으로 썼거든요.
그렇죠, 그렇죠. 그게 큰 거예요.
목표가 생겼어요.
어떤
이런
거죠?
식으로
네.
추천을 받으면서 내가 가이드라인을 따라가되
네.
조금씩 익숙해지면 자아를 정말 조금씩 썼겠다.
정말 조금 있었겠다.
나중에는 내 자아가 많이 들어가요.
아 맞아요.
그렇게 하면 되게 이 AI 시스템을 잘 쓰고 있는 거다라는 느낌이 들 것 같아요.
그쵸.
자, 살아났죠? 아, 이러면 이겼다고 봐도 무방한 거죠?
그쵸.
얍, 뿅.
아 이렇게.
와, 자아를 처음 섞었지만 이겨버렸다.
진짜 잘하셨어요.
굉장히 뿌듯해요.
확실히 근데 기본적으로 뱀픽 하실 때는 서포터랑 디버퍼랑 딜러랑 이렇게 조화를 어느 정도 맞춰줘야
조화롭게
된다.
섞어야 한다. 이게 추천을 자아를 조금 섞어서 조화롭게 만든 다음에 경기를 하면 결과가 좋다.
네, 그렇죠. 정확합니다. 이해를 빨리 하셨네요.
이게 뭐 때문이다? 시스템이다.
아, 뱀픽
추천을
어시스턴트
해줬기
덕분이다.
때문에 예전 같으면 생각도 못했을 거예요. 너무 재밌어요. 이게
아유.
추천을 해주니까 확실히 재미가 붙네.
저랑 해서 재밌었던 걸 수도 있잖아요.
아니요, 추천해줘서요.
아 추천해줘서
네.
재현은 이제 표창이 혼자 한번 해보는 것도 저는 괜찮을 것 같아요.
할 수 있을 것 같아요.
충분히
저는
할수 있을 것
혼자가 아니에요. 이 시스템이
아
하는 게
맞지.
아닐까.
뱀픽 어시스턴트가
네.
또 있으니까.
예전 같으면 광준이 혼자 해보세요. 이렇게 나를 던져놓잖아요? 아니에요.
아, 예전에
저를
또-
너무 높이 평가하지 마세요. 이랬을 것 같은데 이제 할 수 있을 것 같아요.
이제는 뱀픽 어시스턴트 있어서 뭐 든든합니다. 걱정이 안 돼요.
저는 아까 프리벤 했던 걸 기반으로 가겠습니다.
아 오케이 좋습니다.
이렇게 두 개로.
잘 배우셨네요.
자, 율하 그리고 이세리아,
네.
아룬카가 떴는데 저는 아까 또 배운 게 있죠.
어떤 거
저는
배우셨죠?
또 스펀지 같이 흡수를 잘하거든요. 처음에는 딜러를 넣으면 안 된다. 보건 교사로 가겠습니다.
어우 너무 좋은데요.
괜찮죠?
자 그리고요.
자, 루엘과 프리렌과 이세리가 떴는데 전 또 아까 배운 게 있죠.
어떤 거죠?
루엘 아까 고를 때 잘을 썼었잖아요. 괜찮은 것 같아요.
네,
그래서 저는 루엘로 갑니다.
오.
여기까지 어때요? 꽤나 고수 같죠?
아 진짜 고수 같아요.
약간 여자 광준?
저 말고도 요즘 최상위권에서 이렇게 많이 나와요.
좋아요. 프리렌의 이세리아랑 설화가 나왔어요. 저는 지금 홀로서기 중이니까
그쵸. 홀로서기.
저의 자아를 확실히 섞어서 프리렌으로 가도록 하겠습니다.
근데 에픽세븐은
네.
하다가 지는 것도 하나의 큰 교육이 될 수 있기 때문에.
하지만 저는 승리를 목표로 가기 때문에 이번에 추천 세크레트 떴거든요.
아 세크레트로.
네, 세크레트로 가겠습니다.
오케이. 확실히 AI 추천 수준이 확 올라가는 게 느껴집니다.
이게 상대 입장에서는 지금 저의 뱀픽 꽤나 고수의 향이
꽤나 고수가
나잖아요.
아니라 지금 상대방 입장에서는
지금
당황할
당황했다.
만한 뱀픽이에요.
그쵸.
네.
자, 테네브리아랑 아룬카랑 이세리아가 떴어요. 자, 여기서는 고민이 되는데 저는 그래도
네.
아까 계속해서 반복 학습을 했던 이세리아로
이세리아로.
가보도록 하겠습니다. 벤 추천이 떴죠?
네.
벤은 아까 전에 추천이 꽤나 있게
네.
추천을 해줬기 때문에 벤도 따라가도록 하겠습니다.
밴도 따라간다. 오케이.
네. 자, 일단은 저의 홀로서기 판이잖아요.
네.
저의 뱀픽 어떤가요?
저는 뱀픽 좋다고 봅니다. 지금 벨리안을 닫아놓으면 프리렌의 생존력이 확 올라가기 때문에
네.
이것도 프리렌 게임을 할 거면 괜찮은 방법이다. 여기서 프리렌을 살짝 잡는다고 해도 우리 부활이 2개나 있고 게다가 세크레트가 또 대기 중이기 때문에
당황하지 않고,
당황하지 않고.
이게 또 에픽세이픈의 재미 중 하나가 끝까지 모르는 거기 때문에
그렇죠. 그럼 이제 여기서
네.
어떻게 해야 될까요?
자, 이제 프리렌을 선택을 해놓고 밑으로 내려야죠.
그렇죠. 바로 부활을 시켜주고요. 자
네.
이러면은 강탈 때문에 공격력 감소는 살짝 들어가 있는 상태긴 한데
네.
자체 화력이 좀 세서
네.
이렇게 해서까지. 자 이러면은
얘 잡을까?
이제 이게 에픽세븐은 한번 저질러 보고 지면은 네 이것 때문에 졌구나. 피드백 들어가면 또 발전을 해요.
방금 나 피드백 했잖아. 얘 잡을까?
저는 항상 그런 식으로 합니다.
오.
네. 실제로 지금 많이 발전을 하신 거예요.
아까는 일로 생각도 못했다고.
네, 그렇죠. 지금 혼자 하고 계시는데 홀로서기 지금 굉장히 성공적입니다.
자, 일단은 부활로.
유라를 부활시킨다.
네.
괜찮은 판단입니다. 여기서는
네.
라스트 라이더 크라우로 먼저.
네. 아까 얘 못 쳐서 좀 억울했거든요.
얘를 못 때려서 좀 억울하셨다. 실제로도 영광에 관한 아티팩트 때문에 빨리
네.
잡아주는 게 좋거든요. 잘하시는데요?
괜찮죠?
네. 해보시니까 지금 어떠세요? 좀 승리가 느껴지나요? 승리의 바람이?
지금 약간 승리의 냄새가 지금 코앞까지 왔거든요.
코앞까지 왔어요?
네. 부활을 했지만
부활했지만
번을 키고
번을 키면 일반 공격 마법이 또 강력해지기 때문에
그러면 이제는
진짜 마무리가 됐다. 야.
어때요? 저의 완벽한 홀로서기예요.
일단 뱀픽이 좋으니까 그 뒤에 운영도 깔끔하게 들어가네요. 근데 실제로 잘하셨고 이제 오늘 월드아레나 결과도 좋았고 어떻게 해보시니까 어떠세요?
저는 굉장히 좋은 시스템인 것 같아요. 접하기가 되게 두려웠거든요.
그쵸.
뱀픽이 너무 어려워서. 하지만 이 뱀픽의 추천을 이렇게 해주시니까 너무 재미가 있는 것 같아요. 확실히 재미가 붙고 이기다 보니까 내가 이걸 쓰니까 괜찮네? 이 다음에는 추천을 기반으로 내 자아를 쌓게 되고 굉장히 좋은 시스템이지 않나 하는 생각이 들어요.
확실히 표장이 오늘 하는 거 보고
네.
저도 이제 초보 계승자분들이 과연 뱀픽 어시스턴트 기능 잘 사용할 수 있을까라고
네.
걱정을 했었는데 이 정도 기능이면 충분히 사용하실 수 있을 것 같고 게다가 또 이 뱀픽 어시스턴트 기능 자체가 챔피언 티어 미만 유저분들이 월드 아레나에 재미를 붙이기 위해서 업그레이드된 기능이라고 하니까요.
네.
초보자 계승자분들도 많은 관심 부탁드리겠습니다. 또 의문을 가지시는 분들이 살짝 있을 수 있어요.
뭐요?
회수의 기술 세크레트도 한정이고 루엘도 월광이고 그런데 나 없는데 이거 어떡하냐.
아, 그럴 수 있어요.
근데 이 AI가 본인이 가지고 있지 않은 캐릭터는 대체를 해서 또 추천을 해준다고 해요. 그래서 이 뱀픽 어시스턴트 기능을 사용하실 때 굳이 그렇게 막 걱정을 안 하셔도 된다. 게다가 이 기능은 이 영상 올라가고 다음 주인 4월 2일이죠.
오, 바로네요?
그쵸? 4월 2일 날 실장이 되면서 이 월드 아레나 관련 이벤트도 또 준비가 돼 있다고 하니까요. 계승자분들의 또 많은 관심 부탁드리겠습니다.
맞습니다. 저같이 뭔가 두려움을 품고 있던 분들은 이제 좀 재미를 붙이실 수 있지 않을까 하는 생각이 듭니다.
월드 아레나 이제 초보자 계승자분들을 위해서 많이들 준비를 하고 있다고 하니까요. 이 월드 아레나 컨텐츠에도 많은 관심을 또 부탁드리겠습니다.
자, 그러면 저희도 오늘 즐겨보니까 너무 재밌더라고요.
아, 그렇죠. 진짜
네.
재밌었어요.
여러분들도 뱀픽 어시스턴트 많이 활용해보세요.
안녕.
Welcome, all airs, EpicSeven Masters 2026. That's right, Road to E7WC. My name's G-Clef. As usual, I made it again. Valky, Car 6, welcome to the show. Let's start this show along. Valky, want to say hi first?
Hello everyone, I hope everybody's doing well. In this new era, we are ready to see some, not matches today, we're doing group draws.
Yep, we're doing group draw and group announcements today. No matches, but still a very important day. And Car 6, welcome back.
G-Clef, always honored to be here. The new era is upon us, and I can't wait to announce the players and just build up excitement for this tournament.
Oh yes, and before we actually go into the overview and the player introduction, do have a very important thing to say. Before we move on, let's address the elephant in the room. First, it's been a while, about 40 hours since the New Era patch has fundamentally changed the landscape of Orbis. And we know that the community is quite frustrated about the patch and the elephant imprint circuit, especially. For the first time, we're seeing a gap between the regular ladder and the tournament stage. Simply wasn't there before. But the developers are listening very closely. Just last night, an emergency dev note dropped with immediate adjustment to the circuit by reducing the numbers by 50%, along with mentions of other issues. They made it clear their monitoring situation and feedback is important. Your community voice is very important. It's what matters the most, and they navigate through these growing pains. With that said, keep your comment, keep your feedbacks flowing, whichever community you like. It can be chat right here, it can be Reddit, our Stove, official as well, anywhere you'd like. But let's gently turn this around as a festival as it was meant to be for the EpicSeven New Era. And EpicSeven team, including, of course, every one of us, including the developers who put in their hearts in developing this New Era patch of EpicSeven. Oh, hey guys. Perfect timing. I have a major wait, hold on. Let me show. I have a major update as I speak. The EpicSeven team, listen up, has decided to implement imprint circuit only to PvE, not to PvP. PvP will be let me read the translations. PvP will be unrelated to imprint circuit. More details to come and follow as soon as the translation is done in other languages as well. So follow stuff for detailed New Era patch related. But I literally just got this. But developers are looking for lots of changes, but for the better of the game. And please root for them as they go through this journey with us into the future of New Era. But for now, this is what I got. Imprint circuit will be only applied with PvE, not PvP. Which PvP exactly is it? The entire I'm RTA, Guild, and
Guild Wars.
Arena. I think it should be everything, but more details to follow because I literally just got this message. So that is what we know for now. So, whoa, we can actually put that aside. So for our competition starting today, the 4 E7 Masters. Oh, even before this news, the imprint circuit was not going to be applied to the tournament, but I guess not. No PvP. That's right. All the skill, the brilliance of the drafting from all the players, their high-pitch, high top-level notch games are going to be here for E7 Masters. That's what we're here for. So, Baki and Kar, can we get back on track and start introducing our 32 remarkable players for the tournament? Shall we?
Let's
do it.
Let's do it. Let's bring it to the overview. Yes! 32 players! 16 Asia group, 16 global group. See, where's Korea, Japan, EU? Asia technically does have Korea and Japan. So, in real life, yes. So, Asia is Asia server, Korea server, Japan server combined. Global is global plus EU combined. So, remember that. And, oh, a little bit of a different structure this time. Valky, what's happening in group stage?
It's looking like we're getting a series of double eliminations where the competitors have to play against each other and they get 1 extra life. So in the set of BO3, even if you lose, you get 1 extra life to try to save your tournament run and move into the knockout stage.
Oh yes, finally! Finally, we're having double elimination. You don't just get to see your favorite player, streamer, just one time get knocked out and gone for the entire tournament. No, this time double elimination.
Elf, please!
I
Elf, just make it! I'm begging you!
Hey.
Yeah, there's definitely some players.
You
Not
can't
to
be
name
biased.
anyone.
You can't be biased.
Not to name any.
Who's else?
Sorry,
I'm
sorry.
We only know Omega. and knockout stage, Car. Knockout stage. What's going on in knockout stage?
Well, as the name implies, G-Clef, right? That's where we get to the series business. Single elimination, best of 5. And as Valky perfectly outlined, right? Some of the players will make great use of the double elimination. But once they get to the next stage, they got to watch out. Everything is there for the taking. 1 life only.
Yes. And as you all know, finals, best of 7. And just to remind you, lunatic format all the way. That stays. And looking at the schedule, today's a group announcement. And each day, group stage will go through 2 groups at a time. Because it's a double elimination, it'll take some time. So 4 days of group stage. And then we have I believe, a patch in the middle of early May. That's why we have a break. It's always like that in a way. And then we go starting the main stage, knockout stage, and May 16th. They 1-2 quarterfinals and the semifinals and finals. As this is very important because the prize is going to be very crucial. Can we have the prize?
I'm at the edge of my seat.
Yes, prize pool! 15,000 USD as dollar is incredibly strong nowadays, and
That's a lot of moolah.
This is a lot of moolah, a lot of energy, a lot of. I was gonna say Imprint Circuit, but maybe only for PVE now. Only for PVE.
Maybe
Second
I
place.
can fill my car's gas tank twice, guys. Let's get it! Woo!
Oh yes, 20,000 times if you have a small bike. Second place, third place, fourth place. As long as you make it to the main stage, top 8, $1,000. And what's that? Hey, Valky, what's that blue thing on the bottom? It says top 2.
I think top 2 players are getting a bye for this year's E7 WC right into the round of 16. So that's really exciting. If you're trying to push for prize on prize, you can really snowball it into a golden road type of run.
I know. It's not just one. It's top 2 players going straight to the round of 16. So that is going to be very, very interesting to watch. Who's going to be the top 2 and who's going to be the champion at the end. We have the roster, the lineup, some incredible lineup of names that, we've seen a lot of them in history. Group stage, so it's by groups, so read them in a row, not as a column. So pot 1, 2, 3, 4, it's consider those as seeds. What are some of the pop-up names that you can see, Car 6?
Well, Magic Chief for sure. I see a bunch. Fivers, we've seen many times, both of us, right? All 3 of us, actually, in previous E7 WCs. Light, Phantom, just to name a few. Hazama Ray. My God, there's some names. I see a Vic Chun, Omega, Valky's favorite right
Vic
there.
Chun, Wampi, Minoru KHM. There's a lot of names that we've seen before. More than half, I think. And a lot of like top contenders, some previous champions as well.
That's right.
Valky, what about you? Any names that we missed? We might have missed.
You know, I'm a personal real happy for the Architect skill, Light E7 skill. He's got his guildmate Unihero and Turgan in the running. Those guys hitting Legend for the first time and getting into the E7 Masters tournament. Really excited for these guys. I hope they bring in a strong showing, really show the community what they're all about.
Oh yes. Good that you mentioned. I almost forgot. The players for Masters were from top to bottom by 2026 spring rank by server. So from the top rank 1 to, I guess, how many ever players we needed to contact. We contacted each and every one of the players and then took one at a time. And this is the pool that we have. Lots of crazy names. Gomeangmi in the middle, right there. Group D, pot
one
2.
we did not mention.
Right below, Meow Mix, who's been very high on the ladder all the time. And ooh, some spicy groups that I already see. Group C, Light Phantom. Oh boy.
Yeah, Phantom.
That's gonna be some fire.
G-Cliff, I am noticing there is missing the champion last time, Xiao Shuanai.
Yeah, where's Xiao Shenai? Is he under some
Maybe
different
didn't
name?
make it through in the,
Maybe he got too much prize pool?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, there were a few people from E7 WC last year that just didn't make the cut. You'll notice quite a few of them missing. So really good to see some of the new bloods coming in, especially with this season's drafts and picks. You'll see a huge diversion of strategy, especially once we get deeper into a Lunatic series, when those OP characters are knocked out of the drafting pool.
Oh, yes. It's going to be fire. I love these names. Love these names. We will get to talk about the groups and individually, so we'll talk about that later. As we see, Light Ruel, number 1 picked. Top hero, I believe this is 26 spring season data, and Light Ruel. Come on, what happened? Why is she up there? And why do we see her every single time?
She's a villain when she's powerful, man.
Oh, I know. We might see her a lot during the tournament as well. Talking about the hero, as far as I know, the hero pool, everything that's in game right now will be allowed, including Notos, including Perfumer, Biblis will be allowed through the group stage.
Ooh.
That's huge.
That's going to shake things up quite a bit.
Yeah, I know. Perfumer, I've seen Not too many days, but she seems very powerful, to my knowledge. And Lady of Scale still very relevant. Most pre-banned. You just don't
Might
want
not
to
see her as much.
You just don't want to see her, right? What's going on? She's just too powerful.
She's kind of by far the strongest character in the game. She does it all, you know. She's a support. She's anti-debuff. She could debuff herself, and heck, on top of that, she can add damage to your team and substitutes for a spot of a tank. She kind of does way too many things, and until Notos, I think she was by far the best character in the game.
Notos is not here, but once Notos is allowed, it might be a different story. Oh yes, the god himself came down to EpicSeven World.
I'm sure we'll see a lot of him.
And band production. Oh, actually, Renok out of all. Interesting. You see a lot of free rent in game as well. So this has been the spring data. As we go through the preseason of RTA, things might be different by the time we go through the group stage. So we'll see how the meta shift in a different direction, along with the patches that we just had. Ooh, lots of things, and I just love the feeling of coming back to E7 Masters. I almost said E7WC again. So all of you, I'm reading the chat, and as soon as I am literally getting message during live broadcast, the dev team is currently working very, very hard, no nights, all night, all day, to have a great solution, have a really good solution that can be worked out with a lot of you guys, and they're looking at the feedback, Korea Global and everywhere else. So I think as far as I know, and hope I am reading Korean correctly, because I can certainly read Korean. Only PvE for the imprint circuit. I'll mention that several times. But let's put that aside again and get back to the groups. Before we go to the groups, though, we've got something for you guys. Bam. Press that red button. Aha! Biblis emoji. Oh, what's that she holding? The perfume? I think so, right?
Yeah, I think it's her little perfume thing.
Welcome gift. Under dash. Biblis. That's cute. Yes. Oh, hey! You actually have like a month to pick this up. Okay. But do it now because you might end up forgetting. I'll do it right as soon as the broadcast is over. And make sure to copy paste this in chat so it makes it easier for everyone else. One person has to do it. One person, and that's you. Thank you. Well, welcome gift on the Dash Biblis. Thank you so much. And I don't think that's the only one. Drops event. Pick those up while you're at it. I'm pretty sure as long as you're watching, that should be in. But make sure to connect your account. That's important. That's always important. And also pick it up for your inventory. I don't know when that's going to be fixed. I don't know if that can be fixed.
I mean, it's a hunt buff event this weekend, and then starting Monday is going to be another event. So you're going to really want to make sure you get every single leaf available.
Yes, you certainly do. I gathered up a lot of leaves for the perfect timing. The new era is here, and perfect time to use all of your leaves. And I think we need a lot more charms since we have the bulk enhance now. Are you guys enjoying the bulk enhancement?
Great feature.
Oh, yes.
Saves you so much time once you get used to it.
QOL.
Oh, yes. I've tried a couple. 16's a little too much for my unk eyes. So I'm trying like 8 or 12 at a time. But it's great. It's really great. They combine all the charms and it just uses up from the right side and it's just like auto. I love it so much. Saves a lot of time. Thank you so much for saving electricity. It's energy world right now. And we need batteries all around the world. So that's about it for the coupons. Now, let's talk a little bit more as we have the group players. Let's take a look at Group A first. That's right. 2 Asia, 2 Global. Albai, Magic Chi, Guiyu, Jimbo. Guys, let's talk about Group A a little bit. Some experienced history players, some not at all.
Yeah. Look at Magic Chi's accolades right there. Qualifiers from 2022 all the way to 2025. This guy is a veteran. However, eliminated every time in top 8, so hasn't quite made it, all the way just yet.
Yeah, for me, I'm really looking at Alibi. He had a really strong showing during the year 2024 in Asia groups. So Magic Chi, I think, is definitely everyone's favorite coming into this. Alibi, I think, quite strong, but definitely look out for Guiwu as well as Jimbo. New names on the scene. Really curious what they bring, and I hope it really shakes up the groups.
Yep. This is Group A, and let's take a look, have an individual look at the player first. Alibi, I believe. We go from left. Most pick Freeran. Oh. Iseria most band protection. Looking for some speed, potentially? Is that the type of player Alibi?
Yeah, I believe so. I think for all of the new players coming into this, one big regional difference you should know is that a lot of Asia server players really love that speed strategy. And on the opposing end, you have EU server and Korea server that likes to really play slow and safe. Whereas with global, you kind of have a big shakeup of influences, whether they like to go fast or slow, but global is always adapting to the metagame.
That's right, Valky. And the first player we discussed, right, G-Clef, is the top seed of the group. So they are going to be, just fundamentally probably one of the stronger performers in the tournament. Anything could happen, but they have the numbers to kind of back them up.
Oh, yes. That's Alibi from Asia. Number 1 seed from Asia. That tells something. And the win rate, yes, 66%. Global, though. Magic Chi is back. And back again.
We're never biased. We're never biased, G-Clip, but the global players like Magic Chi, just OGs, veterans. I can't speak enough good things about this guy. He's been in EpicSeven forever. I've copied a lot of his builds back in the day, and I think he's always innovating. Just like I said at the start, has trouble making it past. He's in E7WC ever since 2022. Hopefully 2026 is his year.
Valky, you want to add anything onto that?
Oh man, Magic Chi, if you are a turn 2 player, you're gonna really enjoy watching Magic Chi because all he does is pick tanks and supports and play this really defensive style, and then picks 4-5. He turns up the gas and drops some hyper carries. It's a work of art watching this man draft.
Yes. Let's see what happens to Magic Chi as he goes through Group 8. Asia player here. Guiwu. Number 7. Yeah. And number 7 from Asia group number 9. Pretty good win rate. Bellion player. Even in band protection. No souls for you at all. And Nurse Yulha. Okay. So going for the very
tanky. One of the standout characters compared to last year's E7WC. One of the biggest introductions, one of the few ML5s alongside like Iseria that I think we will see big things coming from.
Seems like he does like to play a little slower compared to the other players. Let's see if that's the case.
He sure does. You can tell from his pre-bans as well, but I think ban protection Bellion, that strategy's kind of taken a hit since the dawn of the new patch, especially with the new buff Lone Crescent Bellona. He's going to need to really switch it up a bit if he wants to see the same level of success translated to the tournament.
Man, I've seen some crazy things happen, especially with that ML Bellona. Like 1v4.
My God, those buffs were crazy.
Some incredible features that we might get to see in the tournament as well, because she's actually one of the top tier damage now. Well,
yeah,
we have one more player from Group 8 and another player from Global. Jimbo! What do we know about Jimbo? It seems like we have some similar qualities in the most band protection, similar to Magic Chi in a way.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like a very by-the-books aggro player. You know, you take out Harsetti so you could play speed, and also take out Lady of the Scales. That is the best character in the game. And I think for his finishing at high legend rank with a 60% win rate, you could tell he has good fundamentals. He picks up the key combos like Nurse Yulha alongside Genesis Raw, so you have not only a lot of tankiness on your side, but he's packing damage as well. So I'm hoping this is one of the guys. Jimbo, my guy, stands up and shake up the group.
Jimbo from Global. Remember this name, as Group A seems to be a very tough competition. Almost 60% win rate as well. Time to move on. Group B. Oh, a number ID? That's unusual. Yeah, 1080-50. Oh, that's pretty
that
high.
is one of, I think, the best cleavers on global. And, you know, looking at the rest of the group as well, I have to say, I think this is a cleave and speed exclusive
Fivers,
group.
Richard, Trizza?
Trizza, Fivers, I think Richard, they're
Some
all
big names.
cleavers. So if you like watching people race speed, just slam their fast characters and just go imprint on imprint, or maybe like drop a few Zeos and a surprise sneaky picks, fast action, quick wins, quick losses, this is going to be the group you want to keep an eye out on.
Group E. I will mark that. I will certainly mark that on my paper. Oh, because of the meta seems to be much slower than what we had like years ago and last year comparatively. But if there are some really fast characters, fast players, I would like to see some of those games as well. So let's go through individually. 1080-50. Oh, number 1 in global group. What? 69.8. That's like 70% win rate.
Yeah, we round up here.
70%
That is
win
very
rate
impressive.
across like
How's that
2,300
possible?
games. It is a lot of games.
There's a lot of games too.
I'm impressed.
Wow. Why did this?
I think the thing to keep
Okay.
an eye out on here is for C Phantom Politis to be one of your most paid character and in that most banned protection slot, you know this guy is fast and they're packing a lot of speed gear, so they got a target on their back, especially in such a cleave and speed heavy group.
And
I've
self-introduction.
seen some screenshots on these Politis that you would not believe, G-Clef. So we'll
That
see
fast?
how that pans out.
That
Yeah,
fast?
like it looked photoshopped to me, but yeah, apparently it's real.
Okay, and self-intro says, I'm infamous for using a lot of emotes. Okay, let's see if that comes out.
A little healthy toxicity.
I want to face against Light, and don't want to face against Meow Mixed. Was from what we got from the intro. Next player from Asia. Still very, very high. Look,
All
Shuto.
these guys. Big
1,000
win
wins.
rates.
1,000 wins still.
Yeah, over 1,600 games played.
My
I
God.
believe they were in the 2024 qualifiers, losing to Hazamare a couple years back. And so they're here again. Very impressive record so far. As for the picks, we see, like Valky was saying, some fast characters like Renok, but the Ruel is kind of what G-Clef was implying, guys. The meta could be slowing down just a little bit. We have characters that give you extra lifelines. And even though the players at home might fall asleep watching her, it's going to give these players that pilot her that extra room for comfort.
That's right, Car. I think your analysis was excellent because even for speed-oriented players and people who like aggressive strategies, just having that extra lifeline, like you said, or having that safety net of the Ruel of Light, being able to not only bring back whatever character you want, 1-for-1, she also fully tops off her own HP bar with another invincibility for a turn.
Yeah.
It's just so much for anybody to handle.
It is actually a lot.
How is that real? It's too much.
It is a lot of things all in together. But that's what she is. That's where we are right now. And you can't just be like, hit this much damage, one burn, one turn. No, that's not how it works anymore. Only maybe for a skill 1. We can talk about that later as we go through more players. Next will be another global player, Fivers. This name
yeah.
seems pretty familiar from last year, I believe.
I think with a
losing
lot
out
of
to
Asia server
Kukubat.
aggressive players, you tend to see strategies where they just kind of just floor the gas and go all the way with speed characters. But with global speed players, you tend to see this like interesting mix of they play some Nurse Yoha, they'll play Bellion, they'll play MLDN. So it'll be a little bit slower of a strategy and thus a little bit more adaptive and kind of play around your opponent. As I think that is the peak global trait. So expect Fivers to do that, but I know he has some crazy damage gear, as him and his guildmates are known to do. Iggy members, those guys have some crazy gear.
ML Pera in the most banned protection. Let's see what Fivers bring to the table. Still over 1,000 games played. And we have one more player. That'd be Richard from Asia.
Oh, yeah. The Pikachu OG. Oh, no, excuse me. I got this mixed up. This is Richard. I think we have some.
Yeah, this is
Yes,
he's
I
from
thought
last
we were
year.
about to be on Toshi. Yeah.
He's
This
from
is
last
year's
year.
well.
I believe again another player that met against Hazamare, from what I can recall. And Iseria, the end. Renak most pick. Looking for some
1,700 games.
some damage and speed. I can tell with Pothys and the most man protection. Okay. So this group, looking like fire. Some speed contest. I can tell. Even the Green Vildred got some changes. So we've had a lot of really good patches recently. So it's time to follow all that. Maybe we might see some imprints coming. I'm not talking about imprint circuit, the imprint speed imprints. Why do they have to name it the same?
Yeah, no, Green Vildred and then Tactically, those characters are really taking over the preseason ladder. And especially in this group where everybody is trying to play some hint of speed, I can see those characters easily taking over matches.
That's Richard, and that was Group B. Let's move on to Group C. We have 4 different players. This is the group.
Ooh.
Oh my god. This is unreal. And I believe you only get
It's
one.
a little bit of a
player.
group of death here when your 3rd seeded player is Phantom, one of the previous E7WC champions, as well as a finalist in his region almost every other year. Paired up with Light E7, I mean, that man needs no introduction, and a new blood,
Absolutely.
MMZN. We have no information on this guy, but there will be joined by Unihero. That is one of Light's guildmate. First season legend finish, gets stuck in a group of death versus 3 heavy
really?
hitters.
He gets
you
stuck
guys
in
better
the
pray
same
for him.
group? Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah,
Oreo.
there might be some friendly fire, provided they make it through.
Oh, Oreo. And it's a double elimination, so there's a good chance that they might face against each other. Let's talk about them individually. First one, MMZN. Guys, it's not a typo. You're reading this right. This player played 6,000 games. Almost.
Oh my god.
5,966 games, to be exact.
Wow. No wonder
Yeah,
they're
the
a
highest
creeper. I mean,
slate.
if you're not
Almost
sleeping, it's
6,000?
physically impossible to get this many matches in.
Even with
We need to
clean.
calculate how many per day that has. That's insane.
Like, how do you eat
But
and sleep? There's no
he's
way.
definitely got the experience compared to all the other players. He is the #1 seed here for this group, number 2 in Asia. So this guy, definitely watch out for him. One of the newer names, but
Yes.
I expect great things.
Fire Litica, some speed. Lazio, if you want to outspeed everything, yeah, seems like a style to me. But a lot of Selines, Bellion, we've got pre-bands. We'll see. This guy will certainly have a lot of experience in the recent times. So we've got for MMZN. And let's go to next. Global Light. Is it this time?
Jeez.
Light. Is it Light?
The
You get
global
you get same for everyone else. Double round robin group stage. Let's see how far Light can get to through E7 Masters this time. Oh,
That's right.
very unique,
We remember
innovative.
his match last year, right, G-Clef? A lot of players were expecting Light to go very far. He was playing so well. A few unfortunate things happened, but this year, I expect him to do great again. I've always said I think he's one of the more like draft analysis, smarter players out there, and he's very versatile too. Used to be known as like a pure cleaver, but I've seen him do almost all styles of gameplay. So, yeah, watch out for Mr. Light E7.
Yeah, Mr. Light always streaming away. E7, always innovative and very creative of how creative ways of drafting. Surprising the opponent. That's been his style. Oh, lots of games as well. Next, we have another Asia player. That is Phantom is back. Only needs
my
about
goodness.
550 games. That's all.
About
That's all.
5,000 less than
I'll just
MMZ.
ran my way into the tournament, and I'm in. That's Phantom.
And let me just say,
Japan number
Valky
one.
had a great words to say about Phantom, and no disrespect. You know, he's the 2022 champion, but ever since then, right, he appears in all of our E7WCs, but in all honesty, we haven't seen him make it, or he hasn't gone the distance. So, you know, 3rd seed, there's some heavy hitters in here. I don't want to disrespect the champion, but this might be, you know, 3rd seed might be where he should be at.
You never know.
Yeah, and also there's a factor of if you're playing in the season and you're just mogging on everyone so hard, you know, you don't have to push for the seed 1. You know, you just casual rank finish, 500 games to top 30, call it a day, and just, you know, feel good about yourself, right?
Yeah, this stat tells us a
Very
lot.
true.
Ran, free ran. Yeah, I think we're all getting this energy. Maybe this year's, again, Phantom might be making it to the knockouts, but this group seems like a very tough group, even for Phantom. Let's see what happens. Next, we have another global contender. Oreo, Uni Hero. That Oreo is just way too big. Way too big. Catching my eyes, 100%.
A little off center, but I love it.
It's also, yes. I want that Oreo right at the center. Why is it off center? That's intended, right?
It's gonna bug us for the rest of the event, I promise you that.
It is. Oh, Yulha, Ruel, free run, lots of free runs in Milspan as well. So that's gonna be Uni Hero.
I do want to point out his set of pre-bans, right?
Okay.
You see the Shepherd of the Dark DN as well as Witch of the Mere Tenebria. Those are about the most by the book. I'm going to play tanky units and hold it down and try to hang back against you as hard as I can. And expect this guy to turtle up a lot. Although, with new characters like Notos moving into the metagame, I don't know how much of his pre-bans is going to stay the same. Really interested in seeing how he adapts his strategy in what I consider a group of death.
Yeah. This one's gonna be tough. I mean, he can be Light's partner, but you never know. We never know, guys. It might be just Uni Hero or anyone else moving out from this group. You never know, really. Especially with Notos and also Biblis allowed during the group stage. It's all about the ban picks. So moving on to Group D. Who do we have? KHM, Go Myung-mi, Sindri,
You said the last group was OP?
Popo.
Oh my god.
These names and Go Myung-mi, that says I'm the best. I'm the best of the
Yeah,
best.
I think just from accolades alone, G-Clef, this group I think is by far, you know, the most impressive to me at least.
Big names. Oh yes, that's right, Car. Oh, we don't need to wait on this page. Let's go straight to individuals. Let's go to KHM Global.
Shoot. Look at those KHM.
Zio.
He's been grinding. Global Group number 2, Europe number 1, KHM, the tank down god of Europe, is here to represent, and he's been putting in the work. I'm surprised. I've seen him on a few other games too. He's definitely E7 is his love and passion as he's showing with these results.
And like you said, Car, he is one of the grandfathers of playing tank down, but as you can see, he has adapted a lot of different strategies to his repertoire. We know him to be a very slow player, and a lot of times he is very vulnerable to being target banned out in tournament settings. And it's really interesting seeing him pick up like Sigrid this season, as well as that ban protection Zio, which is going to control the pace of the match and let him swing into a lot more aggressive strategies. So really interested in seeing what he does with it. Love the pick.
Yeah,
that is such a good point, Valky, because you'll see, G-Clef, real quick, you'll see a lot of players pick KHM as their most wanted opponent, probably because his playstyle is so, one-dimensional. That being said, he has ways to make it work. If you didn't watch last year's E7 WC, do not underestimate KHM.
Oh yeah, certainly not. Over 3,400 games. Over two-thirds win. It's a lot of games, and might be able to show against this player that we are about to see from Asia. Go Myung-mi, is this a tournament? Is this a tournament for Go Myung-mi? Finally is the meme from Korea right now. Can he do it this time? Well, that was the meme from like 3 years ago. Still ongoing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Korea number 6.
Always the
Go Myung-mi
bridesmaid,
is the
never the
Korean
bride.
version of... he's the Korean version of Elfmage, right? Omega. Because he's such a good player and his account is so stacked and everybody expects him to make it through, but every year he's just a little bit off from carving his name into the histories of E7. So, well, let's get into this year. I really do want to see these all-time greats make their marks.
Yeah.
Hopefully through the group stage. Go Myung-mi always falling short. Second place. A little bit of a panic as well. But the important thing is, guys, this EpicSeven Masters all the way to the final, that's all online. We've seen Go Myung-mi failing to stay together. Some panic moments, maybe because it was offline. That's what the Korean fans are really wondering. Is he going to be okay this time because it's online until the finals? Everything is going to be online for the Masters. So maybe this time Go Myung-mi can actually. Yeah, that's what the Korean community wants to find out. Does Go Myung-mi panic offline with the fans, or does he just do that in the finals? So that will, if he can get to the finals, that is, if he can get through the group stage.
And let me say one thing, even though we're saying number 2, right? Always number 2 can't finish. This guy will go down in history as E7, one of the best players, one of the GOATs. And I think a lot of us do want to see him make it to that number 1 spot.
Oh, yes, if he can. But we got some strong contenders. He's got to go through the group first. Next, Global. Sindri is also here. Oh, have the 2025 badge of that turtle. I love the design. Was in prelims for 2025 E7 WC. Europe number 4. Lots of games played. Oh, Payra lover in the middle.
Yeah, he's a very big lover of very unique strategies, I would say. Last year for E7 WC, for the regional group stages, we got to see him try a bunch of different control-based strategy. He's always switching things up, and anytime you see him play, he's always thinking. He's thinking. A lot of times people tend to default to playing one strategy. He's always trying to cook a lot of different things. So really excited to see how he cooks versus the best of the best.
Yeah, Sindri lost against Mutsumi last year. It was a close one. Let's see how far he can get to
that match.
this year. We have one more for Group D, and that is a name that we can remember from the past.
Yes.
Toshi Popo is back.
Oh, this might be the fewest games played.
Oh, wow. This is
less than
470 something. Less than 500 for sure. Yes, 476. Less than 500.
This is who I thought actually when we saw Richard with the Pikachu. But Toshi Popo, a Japanese OG. I always love seeing this guy. Very, very creative in the way he plays. You see him made Chloe up there in the player data. And yeah, Toshi Popo. Hope he reps Japan. Always a pleasure to watch this guy.
Oh, Toshi Popo, guys. Toshi Popo wants to fight against Omega. And he wrote down he doesn't want to fight against Go Myung-mi, and then he's in the same group as Go Myung-mi. Toshi Popo.
That's interesting.
It's in trouble. Yes, we all get this introduction to data from the players before they knew who they were up against in the group. So
yeah.
a little unfortunate how
Unlucky,
he has to go against Go Myung-mi in the same group. Let's see. Might not have to fight against him directly, depending on the results. Yeah, here's the tournament tree. I'll explain.
Okay.
It's number 1 seed versus number 4. Yes, that's why it's Alibi versus Jimbo. And then number 2 seed versus number 3. For all the groups. So that's why we have Alibi versus Jimbo, seed 1 versus 4. Magic Chi versus Gui. That's seed 2 versus 3. That goes same for all the groups. So these are the matchups. As you can see, even if they lose, they go down to match 4. And then they can climb back up and still become the winner. Get it? Got it? Perfect? All good?
Got it.
I know. So you have second chance. You certainly have second chance. If you win straight 2 best of 3s, you move on straight to the main matches. As simple as that. But if you lose, you go down and you have a second chance, but you do have to climb back up. So that's got to be the thing.
This will be very important. That second lifeline. Look at those matches like Light Phantom. This is going to be huge for the players that, as we said, right? Sometimes online versus offline, you have nerves from some of these competitors that should make it all the way, but sometimes get eliminated in a single bracket scenario. This time they have that extra life, G-Clef, and I can't wait. I hope some of these guys that we see eliminated very early, Magic Chi, just to name a few, Go Myung-mi Elf, I think this will be very, very helpful.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do the math. So 2 from each group. It's not just Group D. We have until Group H. So 2 from each group. We have top 16. So we have 16 in the knockout matches. So by the time we get to the knockout, we'll have half of the players dropped out. So, so before we go into the next group, so far, how's it? The big names. Certainly, I'm getting chills I'm getting all the memories of those like 1 HP left. How is he alive? And then you get healed back up and then just win. And some triple resistance. No stuns, and then you come up with a win. I'm excited. I'm already way too excited to see these players. in the newest form, newest meta. With Notos, with the new Coley as well, because she was before Notos. And also Biblis. How's Biblis right now? I've seen a few games only. Seems like she's indeed very, very strong. Valky?
I think she's supposed to be this good balance to the imprint circuit, making damage dealers so much stronger. So she was supposed to kind of balance it out. But since we're not getting the imprint circuit for this tournament, I actually think her in conjunction with characters like Ruel of Light and Notos will actually slow the game down a lot. And we'll see a lot of matches where players are just taking the slow route and just trading punch for punch, blow for blow, and slugging it out Bruiser style.
Maybe that's going to be the way, but as soon as Notos arrives, nothing will survive. That might be the drill. Maybe there will be more answers against him in the future. But before we go into the next group, we do have the coupon. Bam, that's why we're back, honestly. E7 Masters on the dash opening. And for this one, be quick. It seems like we only have about 12 hours for this to work.
Wow.
E7 Masters on the dash opening. If you're sleeping right now, wake up and put this in and go back to sleep.
Wake up your friends.
Wake up your friends.
Your guildmates too. Tell them
Wake
all
up
about
your
it.
guildmates. Put this in Discord. Share it all over, because right now with the bulk enhancement and everything that's going on, we need all the leaves, all the charms, all the golds possible. So put that in. Copy paste. Thank you, chat. Hashtag best chat in the world. I know you guys were hashtagging for the last 25 minutes. And that's it. Oh, not that's it. That's it for the coupons. Moving on to Group E.
Let's do it.
We have 4 more groups to go through. Minoru Meow Mixed Nutria Daystar. Lots of familiar names, boys. Oh man, this I like this group. Mix of style, mix of good names. I actually don't know who's gonna come out on top.
Yeah, it is very interesting. We got actually a lot of like low spending, low budget playstyle between Meow Mix and especially Daystar. Daystar is like this up and coming young blood. With like a very quote-unquote relatable account, as most of the community will call it. And he drafts in a very RNG manipulating way, where the RNG is always favoring him. So I think he's the player I'm mostly watching out for, as well as Meow Mix, known for playing his high effect resistance aggressive style. You can figure out what that means.
Well said, Valky. And I think that's one of the great things about EpicSeven and new players watching, that the low spenders can still compete in these high-ranking, high elo tournaments. So hopefully Daystar, Meow Mix really show that free-to-plays, or low spenders at least, can do very well for themselves.
Yes, that's exactly the tournament. We have some really incredible players climbing all the way to like top 4, top 3, sometimes top 2, all the way. Let's talk about that individually. Group E, starting with first seed, Minoru. Korea number 5. Tori based. 900-ish games. Very high win rate as well. Ilinov, who we didn't really see that many times in the most pick or most pen protection, but Korea seems to love Ilinov right now.
I mean, with her defense pen passive, she's still got to be up there.
Oh, yes, Valky?
I mean, for any tank-oriented playstyle, the tank is the name of the game. You have to build your entire account around them. And I think right now, there's no better tank to build around than Empyrean Ilinov. She just blocks out all defense penetration, and you feel so comfortable because your opponent can't cheat out damage against you.
She's one of really good cleanse, and can provide some really good wall for the entire team. Yes, pretty good hero. Along with that troublemaker, the 3rd from most pick. I've seen Setsuka with 30k HP with the circuit imprint, so I wasn't really happy.
Yeah.
I wasn't really happy about that. But imprint circuit not allowed for PvP anymore. A lot of things happened in one day because of imprint circuit.
That's right.
Sure did.
Oh yes. Some of my PvP games just went flying by. But won't be happening because it's only for PvE. It's the newest update. Make sure to keep on looking at Stove for the official post. Next, we have someone with the hat says, "Please be patient. I mean." Meow makes a very popular name for yes. Oh, Valky, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say sometimes the Guild War, because you're trying to stall out your opponent, your characters end up being so tanky and so slow. So when you have to take those same characters and play RTA, your opponent feels like they're trapped there. So you know what? Very good on him to acknowledge that he is a Guild War main first and foremost. So if you do queue up against him, you know exactly how scary that boss Sarunka is. That's I mean, not even arguably, that is his signature character. If you've seen it, you do not want to play against it.
Oh man, Valky rapping away. Meow mixed. A lot of games, almost 66% win rate. Oh man, excited to see Meow mixed. Oh yes, Car.
Yeah, he's a man after my own heart. You got that boss Runka that we were hyping up with that Ilinov, who we just talked about, right behind. And he had that Yulha, that perfect support to kind of back those up. Not only Guild Wars, just a Knight tank down player.
And Meow mixed wanted to fight against Light, and also not against except for Light, he doesn't want to fight against anyone else. It's a self-introduction for Meow Mix, but Meow Mix not in the same group as Light. If he wants to, has to go to the knockouts to maybe meet him, so it'll take some chance. Later on, next player, Nutria. That's a very fitting
yeah, isn't that the animal
pick? Yeah, it's like a big rat. Yeah, it's like a big, huge rat that
like
I was able to see in a zoo just a couple days ago.
Wow,
Yeah.
good info. Good info.
Yeah, it's like a huge rat, and Nutria.
I love the art.
Love the art. Over 1,000 games played. Oh, who's that in the middle? We haven't seen her in a while. Interesting.
Dropping
some pure
bombs.
damage. Yeah, bubbles all around. So maybe looking for some potential conditional damage, as well as Belly and Arunka, Yulha. Might see some difference in play. Wants to face against Mafty, who's not in this group, and we'll see how this goes. Another Korean player, Korea, rank 8. Seems like a very strong opponent. We have one more in this group, and that is the name Daystar.
Ooh, I love that art.
Daystar's back.
Wow, and you see, yeah, he uses a character that is, generally speaking, very much favored by low-spending, high-ranked players, that Hellion Lua, where you ban away certain conditions against your opponent, like the Nurse Yulha, so they can't get rid of your debuffs, and then drop Soulburn characters on them, like the MLDN we see here. It puts the opponent in such a bind. If you catch your opponent off guard, it leads to a very high win rate strategy. So good to see what low spending players do to really lock in their win rate and fight for their spot into this tournament of what you might think is mostly Wales.
Yeah, Hellion Lua, we saw a lot in the past. I'm very curious to see if Daystar, this playstyle, will still hold up in this year's E7 Masters. Like you said, right, this could be a very popular strat for lower spenders, but I'm afraid if Daystar goes up against one of maybe the Giga Whales, will that playstyle still hold up?
Yeah. When we get to like best of 5s, Hellion Lua seems pops up after some lunatic bans, but she's not like top tier at the moment from my understanding. So we'll see how this goes. Group E. It was Daystar, and we have more groups to talk about. Group F. Hazama Ray is in this group. Oh. Tetsu, Hazama Ray, side slowly is this group. And this seems like a fire group to also.
Yeah. Most definitely. Hazama, Sai, Tetsu. These are some big names.
Certainly. Let's go through individually. First, Tetsu. First seed of the group from Global. Falky, what do we know about Tetsu? Europe number 2.
I would compare Tetsu a little similar to how I would rate Daystar. These are known players to spend a very low amount of money on the game and make the most out of it. And you can see from his picks, he does favor a little bit of the RNG, right? You have to ban the Hecate so you can play the revive characters. You have to ban them more, and suddenly you take revive, counter-attacker, and suddenly your opponent is stuck in a pickle. They're stuck between a pickle jar and a hard place, and they're not really sure what the best way to tackle fighting you is. So, you know, for, I would say, aspiring free-to-play players, definitely keep your eye out for these guys. They got really interesting strategies that you're not going to see with these whales.
Hecate most pre-banned. Light Royale most picked. Oh, yes. Certainly helped the stats of the entire season, but less than 800 games and 69%. I think that tells us a lot about Tetsu. We'll see how far Tetsu can make it through the group or not. Because next, we've got the king. One of the kings from the past is back, who actually did not make it through the qualifiers last year. But the champion from 24 is back, and 72%. This is the least amount of games we've seen so far.
950 games, 72% win rate. That says everything you need to know. This guy knows what he's doing, and he does it with lethal precision.
353.
Holy.
That's the game count. When we have like a 6,000 game count on the other side. This guy certainly knew exactly, okay, just this amount, I should be good. I'll cut it in the tournament, and I'll see what happens in the groups. As you can tell, G-Ross, Rinak, got some speed up there. You can't ban that most protection. Hazamari is back. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. He was so scary in the 2024 championship. This guy is just a cold stone killer. The way he looks on the camera as he is systematically, just dissecting his opponents. Like you said, G-Clef wasn't there last year, but this year could become the king once again.
Doesn't want to fight against Gomyang Mi was specifically mentioned by Hasama Ray. Truly, the top contenders. Don't want to fight against them in the groups for sure. Next, we got CYY or Psy from Global.
Repping the Saria.
Yes, 800-ish games. Saria, lots of Ilinov. Yeah, Global 18.
I actually think this guy is I think a player with the in-game name Faruko, and he was actually the highest ranked sitting tank down player from Global server almost through the entire season. Fell off a little bit towards the end once competition really started ramping up, but he is definitely a player I would consider knows exactly what they're doing. Let me look at those pre-bans. Look at that third pick, ban, protect, Imperial, Ilinab. And like Car said, when you have Ilinab, you have Boss Runka up front holding down the fort, and you have the Nurse Yolha supporting in the back. That is a strong combo. So definitely a player that's placed by the books.
Doesn't want to fight against Meow Mixed.
Interesting.
He dodged Meow Mixed, but he's in the same group of Hazama Ray, so we'll see what happens to CYY. The last player in the group, another from Asia. Slowly. Are we talking house? Slowly but ran? And Ruel? What? It's a mix-up style, I guess.
Ranuel is very interesting to me. I'm sure Val can give us a little more insight.
Maybe a slow damage ran? Potentially, no.
Really depends.
No. I think what happens is a lot of speed players really just like to, everybody else is so fast but me.
It's a mind trick.
What am I going to do? It's definitely a mind game. Slowly is not slow at all. And if you guys remember from E7 WC, I think 2 years or 3 years ago, there was a guy called Slow Man. Yeah, that guy was a lie too. None of these stars are ever slow. When they say that, do not listen to them, okay?
Yes. Do not be surprised from the Ram pick. Do not be surprised. And the slowest, it'd be like, oh, my Ram 325. Oh, I'm still very slow. Yeah. The Asia standard can be a little different.
They're playing a different game.
You never know. This is the server with the speeders. So that's Slowly. Let's see what he's going to bring on the table. That's it for Group F. Moving on to Group G. Oh, some scary picture in there. We've got some competition here. Omega, Rodin, Mafty, and Turgan. These 4 players. Oh. Is Omega ready this time? Can he get
God,
up there?
I hope so, man. I
Can
love watching
Omega
this
get
guy
up
play.
there?
But look at those, eliminated in the top 16 3 years in a row. This time he has that double elimination, second lifeline. The players love him. He is also, just like KJ, gonna go down as one of the GOATs, one of the all-time best players in E7, but we want to see him make it far in one of these tournaments.
Yeah, not the best of luck in tournament. So far, for ears, maybe. Nope. Just crossing my fingers, though. Nope. Nothing against him. Nothing. Never. Omega.
And Mafty as well, Reggie. You said a lot of players were kind of gunning for Mr. Mafty.
Yeah, Mafty also a very strong player. Also has history from last year. But let's talk about that individually first. Omega, we get to talk about him again. Standard, lots of politics. Very, to be honest, very wide hero pool for Omega. They can come up with clutch ideas.
And he's known for that Sea Phantom politics. You see it right there, fellas. The day that character came out, my man's, I think, spammed that character all night, and he was streaming for like the entire day. And I don't think he's ever let up. You know, he does pick up a character like the Ruel, like the Genesis Ross. These are some of the best characters to either be released or buffed in the last couple of months. And pair that up with his all-time favorite, he is going to go on a run.
Yeah, and just like D-Clef was saying, right, he plays in a lot of different styles. Those 3 most picked characters, just a strong foundation between tankiness, the revives, and that Sea Phantom. Spamming those games as one of the best openers. Also has an awesome new skin. So yeah, Mr. Omega looking good.
Oh, man. Omega, let's see. If this could be his tournament, first he's got to go through the group stage. Pretty high win rate, as you all know it. That's a global player, though. Global number 6, Rojin Goto. Rojin Goto.
That is edgy.
First time in an official tournament is the introduction from Rojin Goto. So, first timer, but surprises do happen. And that art is frightening. Come on, scary
It's
a little
clean.
bit.
No, that's a clean card. One thing I do want to point to, though, is his most picked includes Lady of the Scales, which for most people, I would imagine, is stuck in pre-ban hell.
Yeah, may
You
not pick
have
that
to
a lot
imagine
here.
what does he get up to not only let her out of the pre-ban cage, but also who is letting him have this character this much for it to be one of his most picked? I'm really excited to see how he plays because I'm not familiar with how she actually gets so much screen time.
Usually only as a profile picture in the draft phase, in the pre-bans. And most pick. Interesting. Alright, we'll see. Heart City makes sense. Bellion also in there. Let's see how far Rojin can go through. And moving on. Next. Another from Asia, Mafty in the house. 1,600 games. Almost 60%. A lot of Ilinov in his play.
Yeah, we've seen this kind of player data before, right? The Ilinov with the Basarunka, backed up by the Yulha. Very tried and true. Kind of very telling how Mafty's going to navigate this tournament.
Yep, from Korea. Says, I have 20 Arius Knights ready to go for the tournament. 20?
Well, 20, I believe that. I mean, brother, you don't need to tell us. We know you play tank down. All right.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Let's see if that will be enough and if the meta will be suiting for him as he goes through. Wait, one more for Group G. Another global player. And Turgwen is the name from Global. 22nd. Oh. Global Group 13. A lot of games played, over 2,300.
Yeah, this guy, as you can see from the profile card, big middle. Rima enjoyer. I'm not sure if she will come out for this tournament, but I do know that Turgan has a PvP ready Rima. So depending on the situation and how deep he goes in a Lunatic set, she may or may not come out. Let's just say this guy has a pretty different playstyle. It's not like crazy out of the box unique, but once in a while he'll throw in a Rima or something like that.
I'm looking at the paper.
Big fan of this guy.
Rima is not in top 10 picked. I'm looking at it. I don't see Rima on the paper.
And even more exciting if Turgan busts out the Rima. Turgan, if you make it through, man, don't let the players down.
Oh, man. I mentioned Turgan wanted to fight against Vicchun, not in the swinging group. Did not want to face against Light. But this group is a different group. Might not be the group that you wanted, but some big names in here as well. Last but not least, Group H. Wampy, Keith, Vicchun, Fan. Some big names here as well, some history. Some really well-known name. Vicchun also in this house.
Shout out Vic.
Shout out to Vic for a lot of lots of those recent community tournaments as well. And
I mean, you guys are talking about Vig. I'm looking at the speed badge Dragon King Sharoon is holding. That guy is fast as heck. That's Keith. Oh man, he finally gets to show his face in a tournament. I hope he makes it further than top 16 this time because this guy is scary.
Is he that fast? Oh, we'll talk about it a little more. First, Wampy. Let's talk about it. I always get scared when Valky says in Fast Asia server player. How fast is he? Well, Wampy here.
You don't want to know.
Wampy here. Level 5 says, I don't really have a self-introduction. Wampy wrote, I don't really have much. I really don't have much in me. But, you know, he's been through, he's been making it to a lot of the qualifiers, not making it into the knockouts.
That's right. If you watch any of these tournaments, G-Clef, you will recognize the name Juan P. May not make it all the way, but we've seen him time and time again. Seems like he's a humble guy, number 1 seed, but saying, I don't have much to show. Well, you were always here, Juan P, so, you know, let's see it.
Yula, Rinak, Arunka, Rinak, Lover, Fan Protection. Very high tier players seems to have Rinak in there. And as you mentioned, Valky. Keith. What is this guy all about?
Yeah, when you're looking at these Asia server guys, if they just got the one-word names, you always got to be careful. You got Richard, you got Keith, and you got Charlo. Those are the 3 Trinity. You got to be scared of these guys because 1, they're fast. 2, they do a lot of damage.
Okay.
So if you're not ready to defend, oh boy, are you going to get run over. I definitely keep an eye on him. I think his matches
I can feel the aura from here.
They're going to be fun.
Speed set. That's a big remark. I'll keep on remembering how fast this player is going to be. Says, Keith says, I want to survive and beat Hazama Ray. Ooh, that's a statement. Let's see.
Yeah, I love when they call out one of the top dogs.
I know, that's big. Let's see if we can go to that knockout and meet Hazama Ray. Next, we have from Global, Vicchun is here.
He's been grinding.
Global 21 grinding hard. Is Zeria.
Nice there, that band protect, right?
Yes.
We see a lot of Ruel, so anti-revive, always a pleasure. You see a little matching Freeman. I think that, is that card indicative? Little art from Vic there, one of Global's favorite players. I can't wait to see Vic in one of these big tournaments.
Oh, yes. Has been having grinding lots of legends for what we know. And always ready to go. A lot of speed as well, as you can tell from the most pick. I know there's a lot of Vicchun loves his cleaving. A lot of Vicchun lovers that, hey, I know that guy. Ooh, lots of shout out from the chat as well. Let's see if Vicchun can make it through the group stage and go to the knockout and how far he can get through E7 Masters. Last but not least, we have Fan from Asia. And Fan says, I'm slow as turtle, but I'm not gonna believe that because he's from Asia server.
Yeah, I don't believe anything at this point.
Yup, you guys are learning. You never trust these guys when they say, oh, I'm slow. Everybody's so fast but me. No. These guys are fast, especially when you look. You see Renok? That means the guy is fast. You see in pre-ban, he bans Zio? Now, why would someone ban Zio, guys, as characters that automatically go first? Well, it's because you want to race the other guys. So, for as much as I, too, am rooting for Vic in Global Server, homie, you got to watch out because you are in a speed demon group. This is scary for Vic, guys.
Oh, yes. I can tell because from the most pre-bans, there are only 4. We only see 2 on the list, 2 on the screen. But on the list, you have up to 10. But for fan, we have Zio Harsetti, Iseria, and Bellion. That's it. Only banning those 4 out of the entire season. That tells us something to us. Group H looking like, oh man, honestly, a lot of groups looks very tough to make it out. Lots of strong contenders because it's all seeds. Oh man, that is Group H. We'll take a look at the group tree again, starting from Group A, B, C, D. If you missed it, this is the seed. This is how it's going to start, double elimination. But we took a look at this, so can we go to the next page, please? E, F, G, H. That will be seeds. Again, seed 1 versus 4 and seed 2 versus 3 in the group. What are some fire matches to start us with? Any matches catching your eyes, Valky?
Well, I think for me personally, I really want to see Nutria because that's not a player I've seen a lot before, and I really want to see Meowmix as well because Meowmix streams from a time zone that is completely opposite from mine, and I never actually get to see them play.
Oh, really?
All I hear about is how aggressive they are, even though they play very tanky and high effect resistance. So that is one matchup I'm keeping an eye on. Outside of that, Daystar and Tetsu matches, I'm also very keen to watch because I want to see how they adapt when Notos is in the game, when Perfumer Bibulus is in the game, because, you know, these are tools that a free-to-play player need to effectively manage around. Otherwise, they're going to get run over by these more stacked, whaled-up accounts.
All right. A lot of exciting matches going to be happening next week. Car, anything else? Or maybe from Group G and H?
Yeah, sure. I think one that we just talked about, Keith and Vixen, right? Just to refresh everyone's memory. Keith talked up big time. Speed Demon. Vixen, the fan favorite. Can he keep up? I know the player's going to be rooting for him, but sometimes he needs more than just a spirit energy from chat to keep up with some of these fast players. I expect great things from there. Juan P, I think Omega, obviously Omega Turgan. Turgan we talked about as well. I think that's going to be a good one to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, Omega can be... First of all, survive from match 1 and go straight to match 3, or is he going down again as usual? As usual? Well, in history. Hopefully the history doesn't repeat for Omega, but Turgan seems like a very strong opponent, so you never know. But this is going to be the tournament tree happening next week. No matches today, God, unfortunately. But somehow it worked perfectly because the Imprint Circuit will not be allowed for the tournament anyhow. It wasn't going to be allowed for the tournament anyhow. Okay, almost forgot. Warfare rule is also not in effect for the tournament as well because it's just some RNG. Some of the heroes gets picked, some of the hero doesn't, depending on that randomness. Don't want that. So no Imprint Circuit, no Warfare rules for the entire tournament of E7 Masters. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as, again, want to double check. Imprint Circuit, latest update is that only affecting PvE. No PvP will be affected by the Imprint Circuit. In game, it's still going on because we need to have a patch, right? But that's going to be the next following hotfix, or as soon as that's updated with the coding and all that, and that will be out and fixed as soon as possible. So please be aware that the devs are working day and night through the weekend to solve this issue, and also always communicating and listening and trying to have the best solution possible. I think this is the EpicSeven community that we all know and love. Always going back and forth. A little bit of extreme sometimes, but except for those, we're all good, right? We're all good, right, Valky and Car?
We're on our good boy behavior.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I was very happy, delighted to have the live news Kakao Talk coming into my iPad. I was happy to deliver that news. That news should be when most of the Western players wake up. It will be, only PvE? That seems like an okay
And I hope you don't mind me saying, guys at home, G-Clef has been hustling day and night, trying to get us some information for y'all, because I know a lot of people are worried. Just to shout out, he's not going to say it himself, one of the most humblest guys, one of the most professional, but thank you, G-Clef, so much for giving the players that info.
I made lots of phone calls. I always do. I always do because I of course do care. It's a fun game, and because I cared especially much when I was wiped from one Lionheart Sermia swipe yesterday. One swipe and my entire team was gone, and that was a problem for me. No, it actually happened, dude. I'm not joking. So, so with that, I'm sure everyone's having new era is here, and EpicSeven team is always trying to move into a better direction so that the players can have less time going through one individual enhancement. There's bulk enhancement now, a lot of different changes, lots of new heroes. New episode with my future waifus are coming as well. So lots of exciting things are happening to EpicSeven, but let's all move together in a better direction in a way. But always respect the development as well, because they're also players and they also want to hear from you and adjust in a way that everything works together. You know what I mean, right? So, Valky, any final words before we close? I know we have to focus on the tournament group, Joel, and also talk about the recent patch as well. But any final words before we close today?
No, I'm so ready for the groups and the matches because especially with the new patch, with the new characters, with the season wrapping up, there's going to be a lot of strategies once the Lunatic hits.
It's going to be wild. And we get to see Notos on the official tournament. I'm a little scared as well. Car6, any last words?
I think you guys said it well. Noto, some of these new characters, Biblis, I think they're going to shake up the meta. It's going to be so exciting to watch. Additionally, we have a lot of new players making it into this E7 Masters tournament alongside previous E7 WC champions. So I can't wait. I'm so excited to see how this tournament goes.
We're also excited, and you should also be, as we will have the matches starting next week. That's right. Group stage A and B. I was so excited. We get to see Biblis all the way through the group stage. So as far as I know from the rulebook, all the new heroes until April 9th are allowed. So we didn't hit April 9th yet because we have no matches today. But everything that's in game until now will be allowed, including all the artifacts, including Notos, Koli, and also Biblis as well. It's gonna be exciting with these names, with this top tier players. I can't wait to find out who's going to be making out from the group stage as well. That's starting next week. Thank you everyone for watching the group announcement. We will be back next week for actual matches. Have an epic weekend. We'll see you all there.